guys, welcome to Superlative Radio. Dylan Stone here with you. Hope you enjoy the following vlog.
Hey guys, welcome to another vlog here on Superlative Radio. My last few vlogs have been kind of on a serious note, serious tone, serious topics, whatever. And I kind of wanted to do one that was on a little bit on the fun side, or well, fun for me, I guess. I'm kind of a proponent and lover of history. And have you ever thought to yourself, when it comes to history, what if something had gone different or gone a different direction or whatever than the way it's gone as we know it? Some people talk about things like the Mandela effect, where they say, well, I remember things in the past this way, and it's different from how everybody else remembers it. But I'm talking I mean major difference. I don't mean like a minor one. Like, let's say World War I didn't happen, or if it did happen, it happened in a way that the Allied and the Axis powers were different, I should say. As we all know, Prince Ferdinand was the one who was shot, and basically that's what started off World War I. Now, had his assassination not happened, World War I may never have happened, or it might have happened differently. And how would that have changed the world if it didn't happen, or if it happened in a different way? Like, as an example, in a Jersey Ham video, we had Jesus and the devil sitting having some drinks together. And the devil and Jesus were talking about how Private Henry Tandy, in late 1918, I believe it was September, spared an injured German soldier during the First World War. And that particular German soldier is known as Lance Corporal Adolf Hitler. And, you know, we kind of played a little joke on it in that Jersey Ham show. But reality is, what if Private Henry hadn't spared him? What if he saw this German soldier and shot him, right? Finished him off, however you want to look at it. Well, Hitler's rise to power through fascism in Germany, and all because of how Germany was treated after World War I, directly led to what happened for World War II. So it was a huge impact on history. Now imagine, I'm not saying that World War II wouldn't have happened. I mean, if it wasn't Hitler, it might have. People like to say that it would have just been somebody else, and they're probably right. It probably would have been somebody different, but would that person have been smarter or dumber or more cunning or less cunning, or, you know, what would they have been? Would they have been more racist, less racist? Would they have been this? Would they have been that? You know, irregardless, it would have changed history. The question is by how much? Would it mean that World War II wouldn't have happened? It's possible. I don't see it as completely impossible, because unfortunately World War II is one of those events that is obviously a direct result of World War I, regardless of whether Hitler came to power or he didn't. What if the Roman Empire never collapsed? How would the world be different today? Or what if Napoleon was successful in his wars and he conquered all of Europe, and French culture dominated for the rest of, you know, the next half millennia? What if we never landed on the moon? And I know there are some of you out there, maybe you're even watching this and you're stupid enough to think we didn't. I mean, if you're that stupid and you don't think we landed on the moon, then, I mean, you just really shouldn't be here. If you still think the Earth is flat, I got news for you. You're an idiot. But, I mean, think about some of the major things in history and how they would have changed the world if they didn't happen the way they did. What if there was no rise in the Soviet Union, and the Iron Curtain had never been dropped between the East and the West? What if the Cold War never happened? What if JFK never got shot? What if the Cuban Missile Crisis actually went full-blown nuclear? You know, there are so many things. And I think about those things and I think, you know, just think of the stories or the movies that could be made that talk about those things. And you see so little of it. Sliders was a fantastic TV show. When you look at Sliders, what did it do? They slid from reality to reality, where they actually visited some things that had been completely different, right? as opposed to the way our history is just going in this line. Like, they visited branched versions. It's kind of like the multiverse, as an example. And I mean, if you look at space, I mean, we know that the observable universe is something like 90 billion light years across or something crazy. And that's just what we can see, but it's not necessarily what is. There could be more. And they do say that mathematically, certain things can only happen so many times, right? They can only, before they have to repeat. So, as an example, if you have our Earth with us on it, and history has played out exactly as it has, then if the universe technically is infinite, meaning there's no end to it, there's no end to anything, well then atoms and molecules and whatever that are, can only be combined so many ways before they reach the limit of what's possible, and then they have to repeat. So if that's the case, that would mean there's, what, infinite Earths with infinite us's doing infinite the same thing? Like, can you imagine? Like, I know it's mind-boggling when you think about it, but I mean, I think about these kinds of things, these really far-out kind of things, and I'd like to know what you think. Like, do you believe in these kinds of things? Like, do you think history is if, you know, if time travel became a reality and people could go back in time? I mean, we know time travel's possible in the future. We know you can travel to the future, you just can't travel back. We don't have any way to do it yet, but we know it's possible. Because we know as you go faster and faster, as you get closer to the speed of light, the faster you traverse through time. But also, what happens is time slows down for you. It's called time dilation, and it's a real thing. It's an observable thing. When you look at the world and you think, okay, well, this different, that different, what do you think? Do you think, like, what's a major event that you think would do you think World War II may not have happened if Hitler had been killed? Or, you know, if someone bent back, like, you know, Thanos when he was on the crapper as a toddler, and, you know, I'm just saying, like, you know, what if that was, you know, someone went back in time and did those things, you know? Like, look at Back to the Future. He goes back, he changes his past, right? By changing the past, he changes his own life. And so I wonder, like, what do you guys think? Do you think that these things could happen, or if they do happen, or maybe there's, like, different realities where these things have happened? Do you think that, you know, any of this is possible, or don't you? Or do you think you'd just like to see movies or shows on it? Do you think it would be interesting to watch? I know I do. I mean, I know I enjoy watching, there's different YouTubers that talk about alternate histories or alternate things or this or that, and I find it entertaining and interesting, and just like I find watching movies or TV shows on it or reading books on it is interesting. I just, you know, what do you guys think? Comment below, let us know, and, you know, we can have a discussion on it, and who knows, maybe I'll do another vlog mentioning some of it sometime. Anyway, we'll catch you guys right here on the next one.
Hey guys, thanks for watching Superlative Radio. Come back anytime, and when you do, please make sure you subscribe, make sure you leave a comment. We really want to know what you think. We'll see you soon. Take care of yourselves, take care of each other, because that's the way it's supposed to be.